Hey y'all, hey. How's it going, friends? So it's just about 10 o'clock on a what day of the week is it? Thursday night. And we had a live event in the Rockstar event fall into Hempworks today, and we were having some serious technical difficulties. Kristen and Travis are actually traveling and brought a mobile setup to be able to do the group live tonight with several different special needs moms. And we had some technical difficulties. You know, technology is your friend until it is no longer your friend. So if you popped on tonight and you could hear these amazing stories, thank you so much for sticking with us and hanging out, even though we were having some trouble and it was a little rough. But if you didn't have an opportunity to get on or you couldn't hear, I just wanted to pop on real quick and share a little bit of my story and the things that kind of how we got here and what's been happening in our lives since we joined this amazing industry. So if you don't know me, I'm going to share this publicly. So if you'd like to share this with anybody, you're more than welcome to. It is a public video. Oh gosh, I hope I did public. I'm pretty sure I did. I always have it on public. I share everything. So my name is Melissa Stansel. I am a 25K affiliate with Hempworks and My Daily Choice, and I live in Wilmington, Delaware. I've been working in this company now for just almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in December. And it's been a really amazing journey. So we had been asked, a couple other special needs moms and myself have been asked to come on tonight and talk about, how we got to where we are and different things about being the parent of a child with special needs and being in this industry specifically. So I have 3 children, count them, 3. I have 3 children. My children are 30, 13, and 9. I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking I'm not old enough to have a 30-year-old, and I'll be the first person to tell you these things happen. I do have a 30-year-old, and I have a grandson who is just 8. My 3 children all have, they all have adversity in their life. You can't see anything. I'm still having technical difficulties. Can anybody see me? Give me a heart. Give me a thumbs up. Give me some love. I've got 15 people watching now. I'm not sure if anybody can see me. Comment and let me know if you can see me and hear me, because if not, maybe I'll start over again. It seems to be the day for technical difficulties. Let's see. Comments. Hello. Anybody there? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay. Yay. Okay, so I'll keep going. Awesome. 3 children. All of my children have some kind of adversity to overcome in their life. My oldest son is recovering from addiction. My 13-year-old son has a severe nonverbal neurological disability. And my 9-year-old child is non-binary and on the gender spectrum and currently using they, them, theirs pronouns. So all of my kids have got a little something to challenge me with. They always say that if God doesn't give you more than you can handle, apparently he thinks I can bench press a minivan. Special needs moms, y'all feel me? Being the parent of a special needs child, being a parent is hard. It's really hard being a parent. But being a parent of a special needs child, it kind of ramps it up to the next level. There's so much that you need to know. You need to understand special education law, and you need to understand IEPs and biomedical interventions and diets and therapies and assessments. It's completely overwhelming. Completely overwhelming. Good. Friends can see me. Yay. When you get that diagnosis, no matter what your child's diagnosis is, it changes your entire life on a dime. You had one vision of your child's future in mind when you carried that baby for 9 months. You thought you were going to have one life, and you find out that you have a completely different life. And not that this life is not amazing. There's really great things. I love all of my children. I love my son, regardless of his challenges and needs. But it definitely is a difference. It's not the life that you expected. and you mourn that life for a little while. You really do. And it's okay for you to mourn that life because it is different than you thought that it was going to be. I've always been a really, really hard worker, but I have a high school diploma. I never went to college. I've been a hairdresser my entire life. And at one point, I actually owned my own hair salon, and I was working 65, 70 hours a week. I was building my empire. I was building my career. And at some point, I had this harsh realization that I could not keep all the balls in the air. I couldn't do it. It wasn't possible for me to be the special needs mom that my son needed and to manage my career and continue to grow my own business and be all the things that I wanted to be in my career life. And I couldn't tell my son with a disability, honey, hold on. Could you hold that thought for a minute? Mom's working on her career over here. I'll get back to you on that ABA therapy that you need me to fight for. It doesn't work that way. The needs that he had right now are going to affect his ability to live a somewhat independent life in his future. It wasn't optional. And a lot of people will say to me, I don't know how you do what you do. And I go, what? I'm sorry, did someone ask me? No one asked me if this was the life that I wanted. This is what was dealt to me. So now, sink or swim, this is what I have to do. So I decided to sacrifice my career to become an advocate for my son. And in doing that, I became an advocate for other kids too. So a couple of years ago, Ryan had a really epic meltdown day. And special needs moms rally around each other and we support each other. And when I had a really epic crap day, I posted on Facebook that we had had a really bad day. And another mother reached out to me and said, have you thought about trying CBD oil? And I was like, what? No, what? No, what? Wait, what? It's what? It's cannabis? And I'm like, you know what? I'm being very open-minded right now, and I'm so desperate I'm willing to try anything. Tell me about it. And she didn't. She was, oh, Google it. Do you know how much information is on Google about CBD oil? So, in my so special needs mom way, I had to research everything, every brand, every label, every ingredient, every strength, every price, everything I could find. Okay, there was a spreadsheet involved. I'm a spreadsheet girl. I love me some Excel. There was a spreadsheet involved. This company kept rising to the top in every single category. It was so important to me that I felt like I was giving my son, one, something that was safe. I was not going to give my child something that was made in somebody's kitchen that they slapped a label on and I didn't know what was in it. Two, that I could afford it. There were bottles out there with $200-$300. And I was like, I can't afford that. We're living paycheck to paycheck. I sacrificed my career and I'm doing hair in my basement. How am I going to be able to continue to afford this for him? This company had the best value for the money, for the ingredients in the bottle. And when they said to me, you can have a website for an extra $20, I was like, I've had other websites before and they offset the cost of my product. So for $20, yeah. But I was so excited about the possibilities that I actually signed up with the executive pack. I'm not leaving any money on the table. We get paid 8 different ways. And one of the ways that we get paid is commission on our sales. And when you bought the bigger pack, you got a bigger commission. So I bought the big pack and paid the $20 and I jumped in with both feet. And I knew I had a 60-day money back guarantee. So if I changed my mind, I had 2 whole months to figure it out. But I jumped in with both feet. We found the oil to be amazing for our family. All of us on all fronts were getting benefit. But for Ryan specifically, he went from not being able to engage in his world to being a successful member of his community. That's huge. As a special needs mom with a child who can barely get his own needs met, that's a huge accomplishment. That gives me hope for his future. Ryan will never live independently or take care of himself. He will probably always require some level of support, but he will have the ability to have a life that is as independent as is possible for him. So this business, which, I paid the $20 thinking I'll just make a little extra money to offset my product cost, I found that it was so beneficial. I almost felt, as an advocate for my child and an advocate for other children, that I had a responsibility to teach people what I had learned. And how I had, because when the mom recommended it to me, she didn't tell me anything. I didn't want that to happen to the next mom. I wanted to be that person that said to them, let me help you. Let me hold your hand and let me help you make a difference in your child's life. With the business aspect, I then found that people wanted to buy from people that they knew and they liked and they trusted, who had done the spreadsheet. They trusted my research enough to go, well, whatever she's going to buy is going to be right because I know she did the research. I did the same thing with my daughter who needed braces. I called a girlfriend of mine who I knew did due diligence on orthodontists. And I called her up and I said, what orthodontist do you use? Because I know that you probably interviewed 6 and checked all their prices already. Just tell me who you ended up with and I'm just going to go there. That's what was happening with me in CBD. Oh, I know you did all the research, Melissa. I know you chose it. I know there's no way you're giving something to your children that's not safe. I'll just get what you're getting. And then I had, I think that the biggest blessing for me is, working a traditional job with a special needs child is impossible. IEP meetings, therapies, having to run to school, you have to be there. You have to be available for your children all the time. I mean, and isn't that what we had kids for anyway, was to be able to spend time with them? This has given me the opportunity to spend more time with my children. This has given me the ability to get to be there, get to be engaged in their lives, get to go to all the practices and all the therapies and all the IEP meetings, and I never have to miss something for work. I'm able to schedule my work around my children, not try to schedule my children around the traditional hours of a traditional job. It's been amazing. 90% of what I do, I work from my phone. This is my office, and it can go with me everywhere. I can work my business from the car lane while I'm waiting for the kids to leave to go to school or come out of school, because I drive them to school every day. I can work my phone on my phone while Ryan's in therapy and I'm waiting for him to come out. Ryan's 13 and is currently working on independent skills. So when we come out of the YMCA, he goes into the, there's a private changing room. He goes into a changing room and he gets dressed by himself independently while I'm waiting outside the door. It takes 20 minutes. I can have 15 conversations in 20 minutes. I can answer questions. I can follow up with customers. I can reach out and support my friends who are also working this business. I can do a live in the hallway. I can work my business from anywhere. And the biggest blessing for me has been able to pay that forward to other moms who are struggling. The thing that keeps me up at night is who will take care of my son when I'm gone. I want to afford him the luxury of having as independent a life as he is physically and emotionally and cognitively capable of achieving. And I'd love for that life to allow his siblings the ability to manage his care, not necessarily be his caregivers. This opportunity has given me an income that I can start to sock away money for him. It's paying our mortgage, it's buying our groceries, it's paying our bills, and I have the ability to start to secure a future for my son. That's everything, friends. That is everything. Being able to secure a future for my children. That is what this opportunity has given me. If you are interested in this opportunity as well, I hope that you'll reach out to the person that shared this video with you. Tell them that you'd like to take the free tour. Tell them that you'd like to jump in with 2 feet the way that I did. You will not be alone. This team will support you. We are not the kind of company that takes your $20 and says, good luck. You are not only getting an amazing product and an amazing company, you are getting an amazing family. And we will pour into you and we will lift you up and we will run with you, holding your hand by your side on your entire journey. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, friends. It was great to see you all. Thank you so much for your patience tonight as we dealt with these technical difficulties. If you're catching me on the replay, let me know so I know that you're here. Have an amazing night, friends. Bye.